Okay, so this is my create tree farm. It's not currently turned on, but just to explain it here a little bit, we have down here a magma block that is providing power to the encased fan. Oopsies. The encased fan is attached to a mechanical bearing. One thing to note about the fan is the arrow on it needs to be pointing downwards when you place it. And then of course you place the mechanical bearing on top of that, and on top of that is a radial chassis. From there you're going to attach a bunch of oak planks to the radial chassis. All of these will need to be glued together using, I think it's called super glue. That way when this spins, all of these blocks are going to be taken with it. This is the front of the machine, so these are mechanical saws. These are going to be what do the chopping. And on the back side here we have deployers with the hand attachment, and those are going to be what does the planting. I've got two chests attached to here. They collect the logs, the sticks, and the saplings that drop from the machine. And then on the end here is the portable storage interface. Now when this machine comes around, it will dock with this portable storage interface, drop items into the chute, which then goes into this chest and is sorted into these drawers here. The saplings get taken and turned into bone meal. The machine tends to run fine just from the saplings it's picking up. So the extra ones I just turn into bone meal, and the sticks I plan to do something with. For now I just have a void upgrade attached to it. As you can see, this machine produces a lot of logs. I've had to turn it off just because it was overflowing, and then you end up with a bunch of entities laying around that will lag out your base. But if we turn this on and run away, turn off my magnet, you will see it going to work here. Now, it may seem a little slow. It is not. If you have this thing in a chunk that stays loaded within your base, you will have just way too many logs. I think it must have to do about half of them, but you'll see here once it gets through a certain number of them. Usually this many trees aren't grown at once. It's only going to be cutting the trees that grow in between each cycle, but because I've had it turned off for a while, most of these trees have had a chance to grow. The other thing too is these orange birch grow really fast, so if you're using this for something where you're not planning on using the logs, like you're not using it for altar items or something like this, maybe you're turning this into charcoal or something like that, this is a really fast growing tree, and I've found it tends to be one of the faster growing ones. I do not know why it's stuck right now though. Oh, it's docking, excuse me. So right now it's currently docked, pulling the items out of the chest. which of course was quite full because I had left it running for so long. But yeah, you can hear the saplings being pulled down into these. Should be dispersing evenly. I'll have to look into why that's not happening, but into these composters and then piped back up into the bone meal chest. Of course, now I can't even get back inside there. Oh, there we go. So it's finished unloading, and now it's going to continue cutting the trees. There we go. So now you can see how fast some of these trees are growing here. And that is without any assistance. Oh gosh. Of course, if you are wanting to grow these faster, you can always use your twerker ability to get them to grow up faster. But honestly, just leaving this thing running for a little while, collect more than enough wood. Now personally, I use this in my botania setup. Currently empty. I usually just take this drawer down with me and fill it up. It will extract wood into this chest, which then pumps it into this smelting factory. There is a furinator back there. That you can't really see. Yeah, so this is providing power to the smelting factory from Mechanism. It's taking some of the charcoal to power the furinator, which is providing energy to the smelting factory. The amount of charcoal that I'm generating is way more than the smelting factory requires, so the excess then gets, here, let me pump some in there so you can see. The excess charcoal gets pulled out and put into these open crates where it can be eaten up by these endoflames, which then fill up my mana pools, where I am currently charging my Terra Shatter to SS, getting most of the way there now. But yeah, that's my Botania tree farm.